NFC preview, man. Once again, Beyond the Locker Room presents Double Barrel Shotgun. We are back for another season.
Boom, boom, boom.
For folks that don't know, check out the AFC preview above, and or below in this case as well too, as you guys can check out what we had to say about the AFC. So let's get right into the NFC, man. We're picking our division winners and our 2 wild cards, man. So NFC East, your favorite division. In the New York Football Giants reside with the Cowboys, of course, the Eagles, and the Washington. Do we name their last name? The Washington team. So
whatever they're called.
Whatever they're called.
They ain't making the playoffs.
We guarantee that. Not when Kirk Cousins starting.
So
That's damn right. What's the over under on picks he throws this year?
Oh, he'll be throwing 6 before week 2. He'll be throwing 6 before week 2.
Oh, that damn boy's gonna be that coach gonna be a sweat box. But anyway.
Well, he should be sweating box because he's a terrible coach.
He is a terrible coach, man. All right, man. Enough of Washington, man. We might not speak about that for the rest of the year until he gets fired. Okay, who you like?
As a Giants fan, this hurts me, but I have to go. I have to go with the Eagles, man.
Ooh, really?
I have to go with the Eagles, man.
Okay.
I think the Eagles. I think the Eagles are obviously. I say with a caveat. If Sam Bradford can make it past week 2, past week 5, to past week 7,
yeah.
You know what I mean? But I just think that
I got some swampland to sell you if you're gonna make that deal.
Yeah, man. But exactly because But provided that everything works out the way it's supposed to, I think the Eagles will win this division.
I'm going with how about them Cowboys? Back to back, man. I think Dallas gets it done. I think they're gonna find a way to still work out a pretty good running game. I think Murray in this case. Not saying Murray's not a good running back. He's gonna get
but he ain't Emmitt Smith. Man.
No, he ain't.
He ain't the top back.
Emmitt Smith ain't walking through that door anytime soon. Nor is Tony Dorsett.
Top back like everybody tries to make him out to be. Man.
Right, or Tony Dorsett. They ain't walking through that door anytime soon.
That ain't him, man.
No. So I see it as like he'll get 1,000 yards or so for Philadelphia, but to me, I think Dallas is. I think their O-line is good enough that they can find some. They
can play anybody back there.
Right, and he's gonna get 1,000, 1,200 yards, and just enough to keep people off of Romo. Because as I said before, we're talking about all the time, man. Whoever's the best quarterback, I'll take. And the best quarterback in this division might be. I still like your boy, but if we're talking about consistency and being honest, Romo's the best quarterback in the division when he's got his head right.
Yeah, but you know what though? He's a lick away, man. He
is a lick away. They found a way to keep him upright.
Like it's scary thought, but he's a lick away, man.
But a lot of these dudes are a lick away. Denver's a lick away.
That's true, but I just think that Philadelphia has a better I think they are better defensively, and I also think special team wise, I think that's where the impact also.
I think Philadelphia is just waiting to self destruct. I think Chip Kelly's one of these guys that just never satisfied. He'll tinker and tinker.
He's college.
He'll tinker and tinker to death, and it's just gonna disintegrate. Everyone's gonna be looking at the defense. It's gonna be that offense gonna end up screwing things up. You watch and see.
I don't know. Like it's gonna be interesting because I think the concept of what he's trying to do, I get. I just think that as Jimmy Johnson says, you can't treat these guys like college players. Right, and that's the thing that he's trying to do. He's trying to establish, which is a different mindset in the NFL.
But to your point, though, when you're picking the most brittle quarterback in the league to play in a system that exposes a quarterback as much as it does, like that don't make no damn sense. I don't care how many ways from Sunday you think about it. Like,
hey, listen, I totally get you, but look at this though. Here's the thing: he made Nick Foles into something, and who was Nick Foles prior?
No doubt, but my point, I'm not saying Bradford's talent. Hey, I'm a Sooner man myself, so I know in this case I got no issue with Bradford's talent. My thing is, exactly, is that he's going to get exposed on this team because
I think it depends. I think it depends on what they do because I think that if they have Murray back there, they got Murray back there, they have Matthews back there, they have a couple other guys.
I'm not saying the skill position are nice. All I'm saying is Vic played, got hurt. Foles played, got hurt.
Right.
Sanchez took some licks and survived barely.
Right. That's why he started.
Right. So, when you think 2 times you blow Sam Bradford, What do you think's gonna happen?
True, but you know what though? If they do what they need to do, because remember what Bradford is that if they don't ask him to be if they don't ask him to do a whole bunch of rollouts and all this QB option stuff and make him just stand in the pocket, he'll be fine.
Look, they're gruffs in the preseason. Someone just grabbed him by his knees and they're going crazy about.
Oh, father. Anyway,
Okay.
that was nonsense.
So that's my point. And I agree. I can't remember who it was. This guy complete
Suggs, man. Come on.
Suggs, yeah, T Sizzle.
Touch him.
Yeah, I know I'm no Suggs fan, but I agree with him. It's like, dude, you want to run that offense?
Right.
You best believe you can take a lick. And he ain't no Colin Kaepernick that can take licks like that. So, or Cam Newton. So like, I'm sitting there going, like, you must be crazy with this. But anyways, enough of those dudes, man. Let's move on down to the north, man. The black and blue division. Packers, Bears, Vikings, and Lions, man. Who you have, man?
Oh, jeez. Should we ask?
No.
Okay, Green Bay, man.
Really? I don't think it's as obvious as you say it.
Ooh, wow. Okay. What, you think Minnesota's going to come and do something to them?
I think Minnesota, I mean, we'll see what the Nelson injury does in this case for them.
Listen, I like Nelson.
I mean, Rodgers probably could play with anybody in this
That's
case. I'm
correct.
not saying that, but I just think that Green Bay is still a little suspect.
The defense is suspect.
That's the problem. They don't travel. So my concerns with that, I think, Detroit might step back a little bit, but they still got talent.
Defensively, they're still a monster.
Yeah, so I think Detroit is a team to still reckon with. And Minnesota's on the come up, man. They were getting stronger as the season went on. I'm not saying they're going to win the division, but you know what? I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to take the Lions, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Lions, man.
Wow. I can't take the Lions because I'm scared of Stafford. Matthew Stafford.
No, I hear you. True.
Man,
I'm going against my
consistent for my life.
right. I'm going against my best quarterback in the division philosophy, which Rodgers obviously is. But I think Green Bay's got so many gaping holes on their side that I just like. I mean, you can only ask for one man to do so much.
Oh, for sure.
And I'm not saying Green Bay's gonna fall in the thing. I got Green Bay in the playoffs. I just don't think they're gonna win the division in this case here. I think they're always fighting to win the division. Ain't like they run away with it every year. If they're not fighting Chicago, they're usually fighting Detroit. Last year was up for grabs in the last game or two.
Because Rodgers got hurt, and that's always the issue.
Well, that's another thing.
Right.
Right.
The minute that Rodgers gets hurt for any length of games, that's when it's a problem because they have no depth. But I mean, they do have a nice. I think Brent Huntley plays for them. I mean, I saw them during the preseason, and he looks like he can do a little something. But again, it's Green Bay.
Matt Flynn ain't walking through that door.
True. That's true. But if we're talking about just division winners, then I'm gonna go with Green Bay.
Okay, cool. Now for the NFC South, man, which is always a division. It's not the greatest division in the world. It's pretty usually you have one dominant team, and who knows who that will be. This one to me, I mean, I'll go with the Panthers. I don't think it wouldn't surprise the Panthers didn't win the division because this division always seems to have a surprise team or two pop out of the blue. The Saints, you never know. They still got Breeze, but I think Breeze's best days are behind.
Oh yeah.
So I think at this point Cam has asserted himself as the best quarterback in that division.
No. Listen, I like Cam.
Winston?
I like Cam. I do.
I'm just saying that I'm just going through that division. By the way, in case you don't know, we're talking about Bucks, Panthers, New Orleans, and of course the Falcons. I mean, Matt Ryan or Cam Newton. I like Cam Newton.
I like Cam Newton. I think Cam Newton.
I'll take Cam Newton a big game over Matt Ryan any day of the week.
Any day. Because Matt Ryan has that. Peyton Manning kind of effect to him.
First time for the year, boy. Revlon man.
The minute those pressure games get going, that's when his face starts to come redder and redder.
Exactly. The numbers look nice in the fantasy league. Yeah, but when you look at the real story, dude don't get done in crunch time.
Numbers, man. So yeah, I like Carolina because I think that first of all, Cam is just Cam.
Yeah, I think Cam's looking to go a new level this year. Man.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have to go a new level because after they lost Benjamin too, so I think it's gonna be more to be on him.
I mean, if there's ever been a management team that's done more of a disservice than a franchise player. I mean, the only person you can look at him and say, I understand what you're going through is LeBron in the first time with the Cavaliers. That I get you, dude. Because it's like you get a franchise quarterback and you start stripping away players from receivers.
Crazy.
The coach himself's already an issue.
Yeah, man, Riverboat Ron.
Right. So like,
Riverboat Ron.
like,
But yeah. So, but you know what? The Saints though don't. But I'll say this though: for the Saints, don't discount the Saints too bad though,
no.
because I think that what they've done, they realize that Jimmy Graham was a
Yes.
luxury item for Drew Brees, but that's probably part of the reason why Brees' play is probably dwindled, because he didn't really use everybody like the way he was supposed to.
Well, yeah, Colston is pretty much on a milk carton after a while.
Yeah, guys. So and he very that's all he kept on doing was forcing the ball down into Jimmy Graham, and it resulted in him getting a lot of picks and him getting a lot of hits.
Yep.
This year, I think that the Saints are going to be better because they're going to be a lot more economical on the offense, where they're going to start swinging to the backs, and they're going to be better on the offensive line protection wise. Defensively, I think they're going to be all right, but I think the Saints will at least make the playoffs. Though.
Yeah.
So that's just
okay. So let's see here. So now we're moving down to the West. Now, man, always has been the most compelling division probably the last couple of years in the NFC.
Won't be this year.
This is gonna be an interesting year with this team, with this conference, this division. I gotta go with my boys, man, from the Pacific Northwest, man.
Oh yeah,
Seahawks, man. I love me some Seattle. I think Wilson's gonna go another level. I think he's gonna.
That part I don't know.
I think he's a guy in this case. He's a proud dude. I think folks are really saying like he shouldn't get the money. Fair enough. That's a legitimate gripe. I get that. But I think he's gonna be showing improving this year. I think he's gonna be a better quarterback.
Hey man, he got Sierra. He's all good.
Yeah, fair enough, but true. You're the real MVP in this case.
You shouldn't be talking to people about your sex life. Just, stop that nonsense.
Yeah, a little too much TMI there, man. You're the real.
Hey man, listen, and stop telling people that you got this healing water and stuff.
You're the real MVP though. Yeah, I saw her in the magazine cover the other day. I was like, yeah, you're the real MVP.
Yeah, you're the real MVP.
I just think, I think San Francisco. Obviously, we expect to go backwards. That's gonna be intriguing to see how that works out.
That's an implosion. I'm sorry.
You think so, huh?
That guy. Look at the people that they've lost on the defense.
Well, I'm curious to see the coaching staff now does with Harbaugh not being there as a cult of personality to see how this team reacts.
Well, I don't think it's going to react very well.
Well, true, because we've seen this sometimes, especially in basketball, where teams have like a coach that really kind of cracks it on the dudes, and then when they finally get rid of that coach, they think they're all good. He runs wild, right? All hell breaks loose, right?
Well, all hell broke loose because look what they lost.
Right? Yeah. They lost a lot of dudes, man. Defense is just gonna be. That's gonna be where the issue's gonna come in. That defense. I mean, I can see running back shredding them right up the middle. It could get ugly for San Francisco. I mean, they got some young players to try to fill in some of the holes. I don't know, man.
That's a messed up franchise. I don't know. Listen, that is such a precipitous fall in such a short period of time.
Yeah.
To see a team that was dominant for a good couple of years and one of the best class of the teams for the last 4 years, for them to lose defensive players, not just defensive players, key guys in such a short period of time. You named them, they're gone, and so they lost their best pass rusher, Aldon Smith. They lost the guy that retired, Borland, who was a good young player for them. Then they lost the other linebacker who just retired because he said, "Yo, my legs can't do it no more." Then you got Ahmad Brooks, who's probably going to be gone for the league, gone for the season with this whole sex thing going on, this charges going on. So, and when you think about
McDonald,
forgot
about McDonald.
Yeah, well, first of all, that guy's a walking criminal.
Right. But that's also lost, though, right?
Yeah, that's a loss. So,
they're just dropping like flies,
And then plus they lost some guys on the offensive line.
Yep.
Colin Kaepernick, who I kept on telling people, I don't know. There's a reason why this guy was chosen third or fourth in the fourth round, and the guy hasn't progressed. He hasn't, aside from getting his money. I ain't wronging you on that, buddy. But you haven't really been that good of a quarterback.
Well, I think Kaepernick in this case here, once again, this is a situation kind of like what we've seen in Washington a little bit, where folks in this case start messing around with a guy's head. And, you got to deal, if you're in a restaurant, you're an Italian restaurant, you eat Italian. You don't start looking for Japanese food. You eat Italian. So it is what it is. Like, if you have a dude in this case as a mobile running quarterback as part of his weaponry, don't all of a sudden try to make him Dan Fouts. Like, just go and do your thing. And I think that's the problem. You see, starting in Washington, the same nonsense. and it's happening here. Like, dude, all of a sudden now, it started from the moment guys started. I told you this last year. Wherever guys start to psych them out talking about this pistol thing, we're gonna put hits on him, and Clay Matthews yapping. That got in their ear. That got in their head. It got in their head. And they started messing around with and changing up the scheme.
It should.
Dude,
it should.
Dude, it shouldn't. You ran 220. You ran like a 225 or something in a playoff game. I ain't changing squat on Green Bay, okay?
Well, listen, I give credit to your team because they said, irregardless, we're still gonna do what we do.
Right.
The difference is they have Marshawn Lynch back there.
Right.
That can still do the job for them.
Right.
Now,
but they didn't change their philosophy, though. Exactly.
No, never changed it.
No.
That's the thing. I think that's where Harbaugh messed himself up.
Right.
Because he was a power running football
exactly.
team. And I'm like thinking, okay, why are we
doing
Kaepernick? Because he has a big arm. Listen, the guy. I'm sorry that you play what your player's strengths are. That's what coaching's all about.
And it mixed it up nicely that he could throw downfield and get those deep plays. The thing is too, Kaepernick is a smart runner. Kaepernick don't take a lot of licks. He like the knucklehead in Washington. He don't take no crazy licks. Like,
now he's a knucklehead now, huh?
No, he can still play. I'm not saying that. But he's still a knucklehead when it comes to getting licks. I ain't not that.
He looks like a crash test.
Right. He still can't figure that out. 3 years you can't figure out the slide. Like, really? It ain't that difficult, dude. It ain't calculus. Kaepernick in this case never had an issue with that. Kaepernick, you better get a good clean lick on Kaepernick. So I don't know why you're worrying about Kaepernick and this licks like Clay Matthews. Kaepernick's probably bigger than Clay Matthews. What are you worrying about?
I know, exactly.
Like, what the sitting around here messing around with your heads like Green Bay, as if they're like the 72 Steelers defensively. What are you worrying about? You just ran like 225 on you in a playoff game, and you're changing your whole philosophy because they said they're gonna put licks on. It's football, of course they're gonna put licks on.
Football, of course.
Like, dudes, these guys, man, I tell you, man, and same thing from Washington, same thing. Like stop messing with guys' heads and just play the players. But we'll see how it all plays out, man. I mean, we'll see how it all plays out, man. So playoff-wise, who you got, man? Give me your division winners once again, man.
Okay, East, I said that it's going to be Philly. For the West, obviously, I'm going to be choosing Seattle. For the South, I'm going to be choosing Carolina. And for the North, I got Green Bay. Playoff teams. So I got the Saints definitely going to be in. And I'm going to have to go with the Cowboys because I just think that offensive line will be the dominant factor going forward.
All right, so I'm going here, Dallas to win. I have the Lions to take the Central or the North. I call it the Central, showing my age there. Sorry, kids at home. They used to call it the Central Division. So the Lions there. Give me Cam and the boys in the South, the Panthers, and I'll take Seattle, of course, in the West. And my playoff teams or my wild card teams, Green Bay's gonna get one of those spots. And the other one, I've been mulling it between two teams maybe. I got three teams in there: Saints, Giants, and the third team I was mulling over. I feel St. Louis might be a sleeper in there, man.
Ooh, wow. St. Louis.
That defense is nothing to mess with.
Defense is nice, man.
I mean, they can get anything at the quarterback position. I mean, it can't be any worse than they had before. I'm just what. I
can't take St. Louis because they got a bunch of. As much as I love their defense, they got a bunch of knucklehead players on that team.
True, but it doesn't mean it doesn't stop knucklehead players from making plays.
No, it's Jeff Fisher, man.
I agree with that. I know Jeff Fisher. Hey, he's in my division. I know Jeff Fisher.
Yeah,
but he's great for a 10-16 to get in the playoffs and get knocked out in the first round. He's a 500 coach at best.
He's a 500 coach, man.
You know what? I'll go with the G, man. What the heck, man? I'll go with the pedigree of the Giants. I think the Giants are due. The Giants always have like a couple of years where they're off and then they come back strong. So this is about.
I hope so. I'm praying.
This is kind of the calendar where.
I ain't seen it. I hope Eli does really well, gets his money, and helps out that offense. But
that's the other thing too. Eli's playing for that. Eli's playing for that contract. So.
Hey man, that's what he wants.
Yeah, so he's balling out. So
he's balling out. He's gonna throw 4,500 yards.
He's got unbelievable receiving. He's got unbelievable receiving core. I'm gonna stick with the G, man.
Yeah.
So that's who I have, man. Giants and Packers are the wild card, man. So hey, man, it's gonna be a good season. Lots of fun. It's about time, man. Even though it has been an interesting summer. It's not like when you smell that fall air and the pigskin starts getting tossed around, man. That's so where can the good folks find you, Eve, man?
They can find me at Wise Charlotte.
And you can find me at Beyond Locker Room, short form RM. What's up?
Oh no, man! I just like be on the lookout. We're gonna be having some great conversations, some funny points.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, we'll be doing stuff this year. Talk about the league, like try to be on point, like as if we're ESPN better or the NFL Network.
More holistic in this case here, man. We're looking at the
league. What I mean? So we're looking for comments. We're looking for some questions. We're looking for some things.
Yeah, throw a topic, man.
Throw out some topics, and we'll answer your questions. Twitter, online, or in Facebook. You will see us.
Yeah, man. For sure, man. Anyways, man, once again, man, thank Eve in this case for doing this with me again for this season, man. It was a lot of fun last year. Looking forward to doing it again with you this year, man.
For sure, bro.
All right, man. Everyone take care. We'll see you next week, man.
Bang, bang, y'all.